Hi everyone, long time no see. It really has been a long time since I've posted on this channel. I had only done a few makeup tutorials before this one on YouTube, and I really want to get back into it. I love doing makeup. I love recreating different celebrity looks. I think this channel will be a ton of recreating looks. So if y'all have any requests of things y'all would like to see, from either red carpets, magazine covers, movies, TV shows, anything like that, I would love to recreate some of those looks. I also want to mix in some fashion in this channel, where I kind of show y'all different things that I maybe would buy from online, or if I go shopping at, Nordstrom Rack or something, show y'all the different things that I bought, some hauls. And then also just talk about skincare and things like that and show you all my different routines. So yeah, I'm really excited to be jumping back into this YouTube makeup tutorial world and show y'all all the looks that I love to recreate and get super creative and channel that for y'all. Makeup and fashion are really my biggest passion and where my creativity really shines, and so I'm really excited to be getting back into this world and sharing it with all of you. So anyway, after that cheesy intro, today I'm gonna be creating a fall bronze look kind of inspired by Kourtney Kardashian. She recently posted on her Instagram a gorgeous photo where she's wearing like a brown suede dress, and it was actually promoting a article she has on her website Poosh for some different bronzers and things like that that she likes to use for a good bronze look. And I loved the makeup look that was in the post, and it just kind of inspired me to do like a good fall bronzy look. So that's what I'm going to be recreating today and just kind of showing all the steps to get there. So I hope y'all really enjoy this tutorial, and let's jump on in. So to start, I have already washed my face. I put on some rose hip oil and some Tatcha Dewy skin cream just to get that kind of dewy base, since Kourtney Kardashian always has a really good dewy look no matter what look she's doing. So then I'm going to go in with some Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist just as a good little dewy start on top of the dewy skin cream, because you just got to do the dewy. And I'm just going to pat this in. Now we're double dewy. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. This is in the color Fiji, which is light 5. It is darker than my skin tone, as you can see, but I'm really pale right now, and obviously for a bronze look I want to go a little bit darker than my actual skin tone. So I'm just gonna pat this all over my face, get a good clean look on the skin, but we still want to keep that dewiness going. This NARS foundation is my absolute favorite. It is so great. It's a good coverage, but it's not too heavy. I have a lot of freckles and I like to cover them up a bit, but you can still see them a little bit through this, which is nice. It doesn't make it look too unnatural. And then I'm going to take it down on my neck just so that it matches my face. Very important. Do not want your face and your neck being two different colors. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with my NARS concealer. This is in the color Vanilla, or Light 2. just gonna put this under my eyes and drag it up, down the side of my nose, around the bottom of my nostrils, and then just drag it down. And the same on this side. Some right here on the chin, Cupid's bow, down the center of the nose in a fairly thin line. And then center of the forehead, so you're kind of gonna start here and then fan out to just above the brows. That. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little bit under my lips right here just because I get these like weird bag things. Like other people get those, but I don't know. Blend it out with my beauty blender. And this is really just going to help us define the face with the lighter color and just kind of covering up any darkness under the eyes, making our cheekbones pop more by highlighting above them. Okay. And then I like to take just the back end of my beauty blender and do a little bit below my cheekbones there, just to give it a little bit of highlight between the depth of the natural contour you have in your face. Go in with a contour stick. This is the Sephora Make No Mistake Foundation and Concealer Stick in Teak. It's a really dark color, but we're just going to use a little bit and just do a line there, center of the forehead, line there. Make this one a little bit thicker because forehead is very uneven, as you can see. And then we're going to take some in the natural contour of our face, right there, and right here. And then we're also going to go a little bit under the lip and blend that out with my finger just to give the lips some extra volume and definition. And then I'm going to take it very lightly down the sides of my nose. And it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to blend it out, so don't worry. And then we're also going to do the jawline, very important. Just a few lines to define it. And then I'm going to take this LORAC brush. It's just kind of a flat brush, but it's a little bit thicker and it's great for blending this out. So you want to make sure you always blend really well into your hairline. You don't want it to look super unnatural. This will give us that good bronzy contour that we want. Blending that out, and then blend the top of the forehead, and then blend this other side. And we're gonna kind of make it like an arch, basically. So this is just gonna really contour the forehead, temples, all of that. Give us some good definition. So I like to go back and forth here and then brush up a little bit. At a bit of an angle. So it looks a little rough right now, but we'll blend it out with the beauty blender and it'll all come together. Do it under your jawline. Whoopsies. And then for this one, I like to blend it down. And again, we're gonna go into the beauty blender, so it's not gonna be a harsh line like this, but blend it down like so. Take your beauty blender and just go like this. And make sure you didn't get any like on your face like I did. And just kind of blend down like that. Okay, and then we're gonna blend this down. And then kind of just buff this out. Okay. So now it's much more blended, but you still have that good jawline definition. Blend it. Just realized I still have my nose contour on and I look a little crazy. So for the nose contour, we don't want to blend with that really thick brush, so we're going to get something a little bit thinner. I'm just going to take this brush right here. It just has more of like a thin kind of pointy tip to it. I'm just going to blend down on the nose. I'm going to push this down. And then sometimes I'll just take it up a little bit here in that kind of natural contour you have. Blend it down on the tip of the nose. And just blend up and down. Blend down. Sides. And then also go into the natural contour. Okay, and sometimes it'll kind of go into the middle. So all you have to do is take the tip of your beauty blender and just kind of go over the center of your nose again. There you go, give you a good contour definition on your nose. And then we're gonna take the beauty blender and just go over this. And then a bit on the forehead, not as much on the forehead because we don't really have harsh lines up there. Okay. All right, now I'm going to use the NARS Laguna bronzer. So it's this kind of dark bronzish color. This is a classic staple bronzer. And then I'm gonna go in with this brush. It is the Morphe M530. It's just a good kind of fluffy brush, good for some contouring. So I'm gonna start on my forehead and just kind of do little circular motions, starting at the hairline and then going down. This is just gonna kind of set that stick contour we used and give us a little bit of a deeper tone. Give us a little bit more definition since we're going for a good Kourtney K bronzed look. So just kind of blending that in. I'm gonna go down here. Oh yes, that is the one bronzed forehead. And you can go all the way down to your temples on the side there. Okay, then we're gonna go in on our cheekbone. So this is a little more contour than I would normally do, but since we're going for such a good bronzed look, I'm really dramatizing it today. So underneath, and then on top, just blend it so we don't have such a thick line, and that way it just kind of melts naturally into the skin. Do the same thing under our jawline. The same brush that I used on my nose for blending out the stick, I'm gonna use for the powder. You don't wanna go too heavy on the powder here, just because the stick actually shows up pretty well, the stick contour. So you don't want to put too much over it. So next I'm going to use the Covergirl Clean Professional Loose Powder. This is translucent in the color Fair. This is a great loose powder if you don't want to pay for like a Laura Mercier or Makeup Forever. I really do like this one. I'm gonna use this Studio Gear brush I have for underneath my eyes with the powder. So I just will put it in the lid like this and dip it in and top it off any excess. So I'm just putting this under the eyes, to set the concealer and brighten it up. Okay, and then next I am going to use this powder brush. It's a Japanese brush, and I'm not sure, I don't think it has like a style number on it, but I will link everything I use below in the video. So I'm also gonna just go in with my face powder and just kind of put some on my cheeks and over my eyelid. The other thing I'm gonna do is take a little wedge sponge, dip this into the powder, and really define that contour, just because Kourtney Kardashian does have such definition underneath. She usually has contour like all the way down to here, which it's mostly natural because she has a gorgeous face, but I'm gonna fake it and use this powder. Kind of angle it down. Like that, and it really adds a lot of definition. You can see the difference in this one and this one. So now we've got some sharp looking cheekbones. Did my brows a little bit before this, but I'm gonna fill them in a bit more. This is the Anastasia brow definer in the color soft brown. This pencil is everything. I love it. I feel like Kourtney never has like the perfect brow. It's always just a little bit rough, and I love that. It looks very natural. Look at this. So for the eyes, I'm actually going to use the Master Palette by Mario, Anastasia Beverly Hills. Anastasia Beverly Hills has awesome eyeshadow. Everything is so pigmented, and it's just, she has great colors. So this palette is my everything, and I'm gonna be really sad when I hit pan on all the colors. I already have on a few. But to start, I'm going to use this Lula color on my lids. So Kourtney always uses really good like browns and like very neutral colors. So we're gonna put this on the lid, just all over. And it can be kind of rough to start because we are going to blend up in the crease and everything. So don't worry about being perfect. I'm just using the brush that came with the palette, but you can use any like flat eyeshadow brush. I'm going to use this Morphe brush. It is B79. It's just a good crease blending brush. And I'm going to go in with the color Violetta, this good kind of deep brown, chocolatey brown. And I'm gonna put this in my crease. So I'm just gonna blend back and forth. And then I'm gonna do little circles, just a kind of a combination of both. So you kind of do some back and forth, little circles, back and forth. And then really concentrating on that outer corner and deepening that color. Up a little bit more. And with these Anastasia eyeshadows, you can really use a very small amount and it'll get you pretty far. So this is a great fall bronze look. For summer, I would do more like gold tones and things like that, but for fall, you really want to go with more of the browns and the taupies. All right, next I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat palette, and this color Strike is what I'm going to be using. And I'm just gonna kind of blend some of this into the crease here and then blend it into the outer corner a bit to add a little bit extra depth and color on the outer corner. It just warms the eye up a little bit more. I'm going to use this Morphe brush right here. It is the M417, and I'm also going to go in with the Strike color again and put that kind of on the outer corner. I'm just patting and just adding some definition to the eye. Bring it up here a little bit and then kind of blend it into the crease. Use the same brush with Strike again, And I'm just gonna dip the very tip into it and go under the eye. Just kind of smoke it out a little bit. Go back in on this Makeup by Mario Anastasia palette and use the color Paris, which is just kind of this taupey shimmery brown. And get some of that on the eyeshadow brush that comes with the palette. And put a bit of this on the center of my lid. And just patting it. I'm gonna go back in with the Urban Decay Petite Heat Naked palette and use the color Inhale. It's just a good kind of highlight color. And I'm using this Pro shader brush from Sephora. Just add a nice little pop on the brow bone. And then I'm also gonna take it and go a bit on the inner corners. I am going to use this NARS pencil. It's just kind of a brown shimmery color. And I will have to look up the name because I've had it for a long time and I think it's worn off by now. But again, I will link everything below. So I'm just gonna use this on the upper lash line just to give us a good bronzy color and add some definition onto the lash line. So I'm just gonna tug on my eye a bit and roughly go in here and add some definition. And you can go a little bit thicker on the outer lash line. A rough line and we'll blend it out a little bit more, but you can see the difference in the definition here on this eye versus this eye. It just looks a little bit smokier. Now that we have the eyeliner added onto our upper lash line, I'm going to use this MAC 219 brush. It's just a little kind of pointy brush, good for smudging, and I'm gonna smudge out what we just did. So next we are going to do some blush. So I'm going to be using this MAC blush right here. It has a good shimmer to it. It's a nice kind of deep pinky color. I'm going to dip a bit of this in, and you don't want to do too much, but it just is good to add a little bit of a rosy shimmery color to the cheeks. Shimmer will kind of help us with that bronzed goddessy look. And then of course for this look we cannot forget highlighter. So I'm going to be using this Morphe High Impact Highlighter in the color Lit. It's kind of a yellowish tone, super pretty. Then I'm going to go in with my Sigma High Cheekbone Highlighter brush, and it's just this. Just going to dip that into the highlighter a little bit. I'm going to go up on the cheekbones with it and bring it down. And then up to the sides of the temples. I'm gonna go up on my forehead with it, out right above the eyebrows and up in the center. Kind of similar to how we applied the concealer, a bit of a fan shape. We're gonna go down the center of the nose. I just kind of will squeeze this so it's a little bit thinner, just so it hits the center of the nose because you don't want it to be too wide. The tip. We're gonna go in the Cupid's bow. I also have brush hair there. And then right here on the chin. Now for lips, I'm gonna go with kind of a brownish, pinkish look, just to kind of match what we're doing with the eyes here. Again, it's fall, so we're going with a bit of the darker tones. Also, brownish colored lip liner is super in right now. So I'm going to be using this NYX lip pencil in the color, literally, it's just called Brown. I'm overlining a little bit here, but who doesn't want to look like they have bigger lips? I do for one. So I'm just gonna blend this in. The lip also, not just lining. Really deep, pretty color. And then I'm gonna kind of do a few layering things here just to get the color that's similar to what Kourtney Kardashian was wearing. And with this NARS lipstick in the color Catfight. And just apply that kind of on the center. Blot together to add just a bit of a pinky tone. And then I'm also going to use this NARS thick lip pencil in Velvet Gloss. Just kind of like a nudie pink color. Again, just layering. But we want to make sure we don't apply it on the actual liner because we want to keep that darker brown color around the edges of the lips. And then kind of just use your finger to blend it. And then you can use either a clear gloss or like a chapstick over this. I prefer to use chapsticks just because I don't like certain glosses getting like sticky and things like that. So I'm just going in with this Jack Black lip balm. It also has SPF 25 in it, which is really great to protect your lips from the sun. And it'll just give it a nice kind of sheen and blend everything together. And it looks like our lips are super voluminous. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do mascara. I think all of y'all know how to do that, so I'll be right back. Urban Decay Perversion. This is my favorite mascara ever. I think I've been using it probably for like 5 or 6 years now. I've tried so many mascaras and this one is consistently good. So highly recommend it. Stays on all day. And it's pretty good about not like bleeding under your eyes unless you just haven't like put enough powder or something. I'm also, for the finishing touches, gonna use one more round of the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. Just because, as I said in the beginning, Kourtney is super dewy. And I kind of just do that on the outer edges at the end because you don't want your T-zone to look too oily. Just dab if you see any little droplets. And I'm gonna take my hair down. And this is the final Kourtney Kardashian inspired fall bronze look. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please subscribe. Like, comment. I would love to hear different looks that y'all would like to see. Any suggestions, recommendations, requests, that would be great. I always love recreating different looks, and if y'all have anything y'all want to see in particular, I would love to try and recreate that for y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!